business trip.
Do the people move around?
It does tingle a little bit. Hey, it's top 3 time. It's Matt with the DPI podcast. Over on the other screen is Peter with Princesses and the Mouse Disney Travel, and he is live at Disneyland tonight, mowing down on a Monte Cristo. So, all right, if you've been with us before on top 3, well, thank you very much for coming back. If you haven't been here before, Peter and I are going to tackle a category that's randomly drawn tonight. We're going to give ourselves about 20 seconds to figure out what our top 3 of that category are. And then we'll let you guys know. Give us your top 3 in the comments for category number 4 tonight. Number 4. And category number 4 is not going to come up because my screen's too small. There we go. Oh, okay. This is one that you're going to have a lot of different selections on. It is your top 3 fur character meet and greets.
Fur?
Fur.
Like apple bottom jeans?
Yeah, the boots with the fur. The okay. Characters with the fur.
Okay.
Okay? You got it?
Okay. Yeah.
You got 20 seconds.
Planning your first trip and getting overwhelmed by all the details? Planning your next trip and just want some new suggestions on things you haven't tried? Contact me at Princess and the Mouse Travel, and I'd love to work with you planning your next trip to the most magical place on earth.
You can contact Princesses and the Mouse Disney Travel on Facebook at PATM Disney Travel. My kids get a kick out of this, but I constantly lose my water. It's like I have no clue where I set it. Like, I'll go to the bathroom, it'll go with me into the bathroom, and it doesn't come out of the bathroom. I'll go fold clothes, and it won't make it out of the laundry room. I just look to get a drink of water in that little break, and I don't have my water bottle here. So, that was...
Are we live? Are you telling that to everybody?
Yeah. So, we're live. We're live.
Okay.
This is number 3. Category tonight, top 3 fur character meet and greets. Peter, go ahead and lead us off.
All right. Yes, I will. I am going to start with, actually, I'm going to kind of cheat a little bit. Well, not really, but I'm going to start with the character dining.
Okay.
And I am going to talk about Hollywood and Vine in the afternoon and evening. So the reason why I'm calling this a fur meet and greet is normally when you walk into Hollywood and Vine, the first character that greets you is Goofy. And he is normally kind of right out front, and you greet him. And then as you dine, you get Mickey and Minnie and some others. But what's awesome about Hollywood and Vine is that depends on the time of the year, the costume of the characters change because it is Minnie's seasonal dine at Hollywood and Vine. And so I really enjoy that as a fur character meet and greet because of just the fact that you could go 6 different times throughout the course of the year and get 6 different outfits throughout the course of the year, which I think is unique and special and kind of cool. Plus the food is really good over there at Hollywood and Vine. So that's going to be my number 3, meeting Goofy as I check in for my reservation and come into the restaurant for Hollywood and Vine.
There you go. That's a good one for number 3. I'm going to take the 2 for 1 here. You took like the 16 for 1 or the 20 for 1.
24 for 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the 2 for 1. I'm gonna go with Doug and Russell over at Animal Kingdom. One that hasn't come back yet, but it will come back because it's such a good one. They meet basically right before you get to the entrance of Tough to Be a Bug, and just a great meet and greet with the 2 characters from Up. Doug has his color on. The video that they do as part of that meet and greet's really cool. So yeah, and you know, when it comes to fur characters, I like really unique ones or very super classic ones. I think there's a kind of a middle ground there that they overdo some of the characters. But Doug and Russell is a great one that you can find one spot, and I don't know that you can even find it in any other parks worldwide. It's at Animal Kingdom, and hopefully it comes back. Braden has a top 3 on this, and these are good. Braden's are really good. So, but I'm gonna go with my third choice, Doug and Russell at Animal Kingdom. You look like you were gonna say something.
So I actually saw Doug and Mr. Fredericks earlier today.
Really?
Yeah. Carl and Doug hanging out together over in Pixar Pier area earlier today in California Adventure.
There you go.
It was actually going to be my number 1, but you just used it as your number 3.
Ah. Little steal there.
Now I have to come up with another one.
All right. Well, let's go to number 2. And before we get to our number 2, if you've got an idea for a top 3 show, definitely go over to the website, patmdisneytravel.wixsite.com/planning, and you can fill out the box in the top right corner, and that will send us your ideas, and we will shout you out on the show if we pick your idea. So definitely go over there, patmdisneytravel.wixsite.com/planning. Okay, Peter, number 2, fur character meet and greet.
So I am actually going to stay kind of in the same realm as my first one, and I am the Garden Grill.
Okay.
For the character meal there. Because Chip and Dale are very, very fun characters to meet, and there's a couple of places that you can meet them. But again, I really love when I can meet characters while I'm also sitting down for a meal. What's this?
There's 3 places you can meet Chip and Dale.
Oh, gotcha. But my favorite place to meet Chip and Dale, because they have very good antics and a lot of fun. But my favorite place to meet them is over at Garden Grill. Fantastic food, wrapped around a really unique area because you're on this rotating restaurant that looks over some of the scenes of Living with the Land, which is just a sort of a classic ride. And you get Chip and Dale's antics, you get really good food, you're, bang for your buck. I really have a hard time when I see a character out in the thoroughfare or in their standard meeting spots. I have a really hard time wanting to stop, especially if I see a line of more than 10 people, because I don't want to stand there for 15 to 20 minutes to snap a couple of pictures and get a little character hug. So anytime I can build it into a dining, I'm a big fan. So that's going to be my number 2, Chip and Dale at Garden Grill.
Yeah, that's a great, and we talk about character dining a lot, and as more and more of the character dining comes back, there are some great places to meet some very unique characters. Some of them, like 1900 Park Fair, people don't talk about a lot, but that's a great place to meet some really unique characters.
I'm gonna stab you.
But my number 2, I'm going to go over to Hollywood Studios for my number 2, and I am going to go with, it's called Runway of Dreams, and it is Runway Minnie and Sorcerer Mickey in a back-to-back meet and greet over there. Runway Minnie is in like a 50s era dress, like a pinup dress, and then Sorcerer Mickey is in his Fantasia sorcerer outfit. Again, a couple of great themed rooms, a couple of great meet and greets with characters, and that goes to my side on the classic side of a great place to meet Mickey and Minnie, and a kind of hidden place, because if you don't know that it's necessarily there, you can walk right past it, and it never really commands a huge line. It'll get up to a half hour sometimes, but not much more than that most days. So my number 2, Runway of Dreams, Minnie Mouse, and Sorcerer Mickey. All right, let's get to our number 1s, Peter. Before you talk about your number 1, where can people find you at?
Disneyland. Duh, we just got done talking about it. Disneyland. Cafe Orleans. I'm right here. Come say hi right now.
Yeah.
Just walk up right by the drinking fountain, by the tree. If you walk up right now, I will give you a high five. Nope, nope.
Nope, nobody's coming.
Over on Facebook, type in Princess and the Mouse. You'll find me. We'll talk about your vacation. We'll make it happen. Again, out here in California, making sure I see all the new stuff that I haven't seen in a few years to make sure that I can get you a great vacation out here.
There you go. All right, what's your number one?
I mean, there's only one right answer. He is a constant appearance in our top three segment. So my number one for character meet and greet is obviously the man, the myth, the legend himself. I said legend.
Legend.
Yeah, because he's a Wookiee legend. Obviously, it's Chewbacca at Launch Bay is my number one meet and greet. Yeah.
Chewbacca is a frequent guest on the show.
I love Chewbacca, and it's just so fun because he actually talks. And so I love going in there and be like, woo, and then like the character will always be like super hype about the fact that like someone came in and spoke Wookiee, even though I know I'm the 14th middle-aged dad that's done it in the last hour. But he always acts so thrilled that it happens. So it's got to be over at Launch Bay. Got to be Chewbacca. And then what's great about Launch Bay in Hollywood Studios is that you can also meet Vader, and you can also meet BB-8 over there as well. So really, and you kind of just mentioned this on your last one, kind of an obscure. People just forget that there's character meet and greets over there. You can go in there and see all three of them in most of the time, like a half hour or so.
Yeah. Which
is totally worth it. Plus, you're in the air conditioning, so it's a great thing to do in the middle of the day.
There you go. Yes, Launch Bay is such an underrated thing for Star Wars fans. And like you said, I think people forget that there are the meet and greets in there and that kind of stuff. A couple of neat things about the meet and greets. The BB-8 room is actually RFID chipped, so if you build a droid, your droids will actually interact with BB-8 in that room. If you show your droids to Chewbacca, he'll get down on the ground and play with them with you. I mean, there's a lot of cool things that you can do in those meet and greets that, if you're a Star Wars fan, makes a whole hell of a lot of sense. So, no. Launch Bay is a great one. Chewbacca's a great one. My number one, I'm going to go, and I wasn't going to go outside of the USA parks, but I am going to go over to France for my number one. And it's Phantom Manor Mickey over at Disneyland Paris. Phantom Manor Mickey is such a great meet and greet. Now, a couple things that you have to understand. Their Phantom Manor is basically Haunted Mansion, World's Haunted Mansion, Land's Haunted Mansion. But it has a different timeline and a different backstory to the ride, which is really cool. It picks it up at a different point. Great ride. Great show building. I mean, it's just this old, just menacing house on top of a hill that's kind of overlooking Big Thunder Mountain out there. So it's just a great setup. And then down at the base of the hill to get up to Phantom Manor, there's a meet and greet, and it's Mickey, and it's basically he's in the purple and teal suit like a ghost host. And he's awesome. Top hat. It was a fantastic costume. But character meet and greets over there are very, very different. At World, you kind of go in, you get your couple of pictures. They kind of hit you with your marker as you're getting out of the way to get the next guest in there. In Paris, you got as much time with that character as you really wanted. I mean, we could have stayed there for 10 minutes and taken pictures with that character. And it seemed like people were doing that. So those lines moved incredibly slow. That line moved slow. The one for Stitch up in the front of the park moved incredibly slow. And they would shut those down. So the characters would normally leave about 4 o'clock, and they'd shut the lines down at like 11. They'd have so many people in them. So, yeah, it was just crazy. You'd get up to the back of the line and they're like, no, he's not going to be able to see anybody else today. Okay. That's awesome.
The park just opened.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. So great top 3 from us. I want to get to Braden's. Braden's was fantastic. So, his number 3 was Pluto outside the Poly at Ohana. Then Stitch at Ohana. And then Chip and Dale in their dinosaur pajamas at Animal Kingdom.
That's a good one.
Shannon's Minnie at Red Carpet Dreams. Mickey at Town Square, which is just, I mean, that is just the classic. You can't go wrong. Mickey at Town Square. And then she went with a rare one. Marie the cat will meet over by the barber shop, kind of right before you get to the Emporium. You can always find really weird characters over there if you're looking. So when you come in the park, especially at Rope Drop, look over there to see who's meeting, because there's always... I've seen Little John over there. There's been a lot of just crazy rare characters over there if you're looking for just something you don't have a picture of. So, any super rare ones that you remember? You go to like the parties and stuff a lot. Are there any ones that are just like stick out to you?
No, outside of the parties, not really, because it's the parties where you get really cool and interesting ones that are pretty unique. So, I mean, I like Kevin over at Animal Kingdom.
Yeah,
he's really fun. But no, not really.
No, sounds good. Great top 3. Again, we have fun with these top 3s. We have a whole catalog of them, so if you did enjoy this one, go back and check out our other ones. This is like the 27th this year we've done. We've done really well on doing top 3s this year, so definitely go check those out. Peter, have fun out in California. Be safe out there, man. Can't wait to see some of the stuff you get video-wise. Enjoy yourself. Let me know if you need anything while you're out there.
Cheers.
Cheers, man. Have a good night.
Monte Cristo, cheers.
We'll talk to you later. Have a good week.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Hey, thanks for checking us out today. Don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons to help out the channel. Also, if you're looking for some more Disney content, check this out. I think you're going to like it.